Do you remember when Kris Jenner managed a girl group?
I think the first time I stepped into Kris's house, I was like, this is so cool.
Hey YouTube world, it's Brooke. I'm doing my third video. I'm going to be singing Miley Cyrus's The Climb.
Yo. Yeah, I said it twice. You got a problem with that?
Kris Jenner failed a pop girl music group she promised fame to. She impulsively signed this band under her control, and when the band went south, she passed them along to her most irresponsible child. Kris is wrong for how she used this girl group, so let's get into it. So I want to talk to you guys about Kris Jenner's failed girl group, because when she first started with Keeping Up with the Kardashians, she wanted to make a name for herself as a manager. Part of the reason why she coordinated the entire tape with Kim and Ray J and used that to her advantage. She also used a girl group who she felt could make her some money, but when they didn't, she just dropped them off to the side. And since then, their lives have fallen apart. So in 2010, Kris Jenner took on an all-girl group music group, BG5, which stood for Beach Girl 5. Even though Kris became their manager, she wasn't able to lead these ladies to fame and success. I guess at that point, she didn't have her magical powers to where she touches anything and it becomes a controversy or the trending topic. They did have some success. The group is made up of these 5 girls: Brooke, Mandy, Laura, Dominique, and Noreen. They had some singles like Scratch, Unbreakable, Lay a Little Sunshine. They also opened for Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez. To give you guys some context, these girls had music careers of their own. Brooke Adams released an album in 2001. Mandy's known for co-developing the Miley and Mandy show. She's actually like best friends with Miley Cyrus. Noreen and Dominique were part of a girl group titled Socks, which had some success in Germany. And all of them were into the super pop girly sound, which was great for them as a band together.
You need to scratch mine, you need to get yours, I need to get mine if I scratch your back.
After looking into this band, I feel like the moment their career was over was when Kris Jenner decided to pass them along to a family member. Now imagine if there was any other Kardashian Jenner who had to manage you, who would you want that to be? Well, I'm pretty sure you do not want Rob Kardashian. And as soon as he became their manager, their career just went right downhill. When Rob took over as their manager, he could not handle it. So they ultimately just failed, and I'm sure their contracts they had with Kris didn't help.
Do you remember when Kris Jenner managed a girl group? Enter the Beach Girl 5. In 2008, the marketing team for the American Volleyball Association held auditions for a temporary girl group called the Beach Girls. The Beach Girls were created to hype up the crowd, performing covers of old Beach Boys songs during volleyball matches. The members consisted of Brooke Adams, Noreen Viva, Dominique Domingo, Laura New, and Mandy Jiroux.
Now, even though these girls seemed to be super grateful for Kris Jenner at the time, there were some downsides. Mandy, Miley's BFF, which throughout this and all these articles and this entire video, you're going to see they constantly refer to Miley Cyrus, but she claims that she did not get to sing or wear what she wanted when she was in Kris Jenner's girl group. Miley actually pushed Mandy to audition for this girl group. At this point, Mandy was a background dancer for Miley, and I guess Miley even taught Mandy how to twerk, so you know their friendship is real. But Mandy was quoted saying, "When we auditioned to be in a girl group, we had no idea that Kris Jenner was going to latch onto us." Interesting terminology there, latch onto us. One day, Kris came into the studio with the girls and instantly fell in love with them. She said, "I would love to help you guys. I would love to co-manage." I also had another manager who was really into the music world, so Kris helped us in other ways.
I went on 2 tours with Miley and danced for her for 2 years, and so right after that, I auditioned to be in the girl group BG5, and we were also co-managed by Kris Jenner, which was super awesome, and so she brought us into her spotlight there. We got to tour the UK, and we made top 10 on the dance charts over here, so that was really exciting. I think the first time I stepped into Kris's house, I was like, this is so cool. But everyone was so welcoming and so sweet. All the daughters are so sweet. Bruce and Rob, everyone was so great to work with.
I don't think Mandy's lying here. I'm sure Kris was a decent person to them, but at the same time, she's still like, part of her branding or under her realm in some ways, because when you sign with someone, it doesn't just go away. And essentially Kris Jenner like owns BG5, or maybe like Rob Kardashian does. And I kind of expect this when it comes to girl groups, but Mandy claims that she didn't get much choice in what she got to wear. We had this beachy vibe to us, so I had to trust that way. I also didn't get to sing what I wanted to sing. As much as I loved it and loved the girls, I'm much happier doing my own thing, which I think that's probably a difficult part of being in a band, because a lot of times you have to have some like, you know, consistency throughout your style or how you present yourself. So you don't really have an option there if you want to look like a solid band, a group that belongs together. Honestly, in a lot of these interviews, she is kissing Kris Jenner's ass. And she even talks about how she would love to have a collaboration with Kanye. I'm sure you would love to have a collaboration with him. She really just wants to use her connections with Kris Jenner in any way that she can, even though Kris pretty much threw her to the side when her family became the main characters. And I think Kris used them in other ways too, like as a storyline for the show, and maybe the storyline didn't really hit, so they kind of dropped it off there. But of course, these girls felt like superstars being featured on that show, so it kind of was like a win-win, even though it wasn't really going to stick with them. And also early on in the Keeping Up with the Kardashians, it wasn't like looked at so highly. I feel like now with the Hulu show and the later seasons, you know, people look up to them, but really early on at this point, they were kind of like embarrassing. So I feel like being a pop group managed by Kris Jenner isn't a great selling point.
On an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kris Jenner saw the potential of this group at a volleyball match and began managing the girls. Suddenly, the Beach Girls became the Beach Girl 5 due to a few copyright reasons, and the name kind of works because, you know, there's 5 girls and 5 kind of looks like an S. In 2010, Kris Jenner stepped away from the group due to the growing popularity of her family's reality show. The group fizzled out shortly after that.
Now, I wish we could find more of these girls speaking out about Rob Kardashian as their manager. If any of them want to come onto the podcast and talk about their experience, I'd be happy to have them. But it seems like they kind of have avoided addressing whatever Rob didn't do for them as a manager. Something interesting I came across was that Mandy was really close with Miley Cyrus. They had a little online show, and at some point they even had a feud with Demi and Selena, which just seems so random. You can find the YouTube channel Miley Mandy here on YouTube with 400,000 subscribers. It's not an active page, but it's a piece of history.
Yo. Yo, yo. Yeah, I said it twice. Got a problem with that? Wow.
Yo.
Yo!
Yo, yo. Yeah, I said it twice. Got a problem with that?
Yeah, I do.
I got this really cool shirt today, and it made me want to give a shout out to my boys. Who's that? Rangers! Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay, so listen.
What's up?
I got a really emo shirt today.
Emo.
Yeah, like emo amazing.
Emo.
It's like petty high school stuff. They just kind of mock each other. And I don't really know what Mandy's up to nowadays. It seems like she's still creating and singing, but just never really took off. One person I mean, after doing research on this video, who I was rooting for was Brooke Allison. She had an album early on. She was kind of the leader of the group, but she had a really unfortunate situation. Brooke Allison was undeniably talented. She is undeniably talented, and she had a promising career. After leaving BG5, she actually joined an electronic music trio called Amara, and they did decently well. They had a few, you know, bops out there in the electronic scene.
Hey YouTube world, it's Brooke. I'm doing my 3rd video. I'm going to be singing Miley Cyrus's The Climb. So here it goes. Hope you guys enjoy. I can almost see it.
You can see that Brooke does have an active Instagram, but she is not able to actively run it. And it's so sad what had happened to her. In August 2018, she suffered from 2 cardiac arrests, which resulted in a diffuse brain injury due to a lack of oxygen. So she has been in a vegetative state since 2018. There's actually a GoFundMe. I will try to link it below. I'm going to try to remember. I'm sure you guys will comment and be like, you didn't link it, and I'll link it below. This is a family friend who set up this GoFundMe, but she's sharing that she needs our help and she needs some prayers as well, because the medical attention, I guess, isn't necessarily fixing what had happened with the lack of oxygen to her brain. And I'm not no medical expert here, so I don't know if those things can necessarily be reversed. Brooke has made a slow but consistent progress back to health. Her medical condition is now stable and her vital organs are working properly. She began to develop cycles of wakefulness, good, and periods where she opens her eyes and reacts to sound and touch. She's not yet verbal and she's not obviously like moving around yet, but she's starting to show some progression. I guess at this point they were moving Brooke from a hospital to a long-term care facility, and that's why they made the GoFundMe, and I hope that she is doing okay and that she's still improving. In July 2019, we got an update that she is doing some physical motion exercises 3 times a day. She said that sometimes she looks up at me with her brows ruffled like she wants to know what happened. It breaks my heart, but it's a good thing that she's becoming more aware, which that would be so upsetting if you just like it makes me like so, I mean, you never know what's going to happen to anyone, and that can take away your life so quickly. And to be unaware for, I mean, years in a vegetative state and not even really understand what happened to you. The most recent update I have is from 2021, and it looks like she remains in a vegetative state. So we are sending prayers to Brooke. I'll try to link anything that has updates below because it's such a sad story, and it's just such a sad like experience to be part of this band and to have it fail and to not have these people believe in you or root for you. And I just hope that like she and everyone else who's been in this girl group are at peace. But I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Let's go ahead and open this P.O. Box package item from Krystine. Looks like they're located in Hawaii, which I love Hawaii. I was in Hawaii earlier this year with my ex who cheated on me. Honestly, good luck to whoever is dating him next, because I can't be with a cheater. Actually, I don't know if you guys know, but I do have a new boyfriend. I've been posting on my Instagram, but he's very sweet. We've been like talking for a couple months, and now we're actually officially dating. So, aloha, Sloan. I wanted to share my first children's book with you. It's about a little girl bringing the community together to pick up trash and care for the environment. Last year, I picked up 1,844 pounds of litter. Wow, if you ever find yourself on Oahu, feel free to hit me up. I definitely will. It's really sweet. I'd love to do that with you. Krystine, it looks like you have everything linked below, so I will include that. And be the change you want to see in the world. The rest of the world will be inspired and follow. That is beautiful. Oh, and look at this. So cute. I don't want to like give it away, but oh, it's about all picking up and everything. Oh, imagine having a child. I can't. Anyways, I will see you guys in a new video soon. Thank you so much, Krystine, for this adorable book. And until next time, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.